Al Musafes, I think it is. I'll get it right by the end of the day. This is our pit walk. We are here at the EFRA European Championship for ISTC cars. That now includes 4 F1, SPEC and Mod. And that is the track. And there is the satellite. And here is a small area of drivers. We'll come to the bigger area later, but we're going to come and we're going to talk to a man who knows all about European Championships. I've got the wrong side of him. It's Mark Reinhardt. Mark, hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Oh, yeah. Nice to see you.
So the big change really this year is after an entire lifetime of working with Tammy, you're now with Infinity.
Yeah, that's right.
So how did that come about? I mean, was it a case, obviously Tammy had wound up their operations? Did you have like every single chassis manufacturer in the world beating down your door for a bit of Mark?
No, actually not. I think I just got the first offer from Infinity, and that was the team I wanted to go to. So I didn't get any other offers, and yeah, I'm happy with it, what I have now.
So to give us an idea about the Infinity car, is this the obviously sitting there? Is that the definitive version? Or is it still a work in progress?
No, it's actually on the market now. It's a IF14. It's kind of the basic car, and yeah, still we try some stuff to get it better and better, but I think we're on a good way, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with the car so far.
You've had a couple of practices. How are you finding the track here?
Honestly, or?
No, honesty's fine. But no swearing.
No, I think the layout is okay, but like the traction is pretty bad, and the wind makes it even worse. And yeah, it's not a lot of fun to drive, to be honest.
It's a really, really big track. This is the same track and the same design that 5 years ago had large-scale touring cars around it in 1/5 and had the IC cars. Does it suit the smaller electric cars?
I think the size is not a problem. I think the size is fine. It's just pretty open layout, but yeah, I think the traction makes it even worse. The size is fine to me.
Now, am I right in saying, I'm wrong, please tell me, that the change for this year is the modified drivers have a new set of tyres for every round, is that right?
Actually, I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, okay, so it's still 3 sets. I know. It's not. I tell you what, we were in Spain about how many years ago? It's in the middle of nowhere at a large-scale event, and it was next door to a pig farm, and there was 1 inch of flies on everything. It was that's 2.5 centimetres. All right,
5 sets or 4 sets for qualifying for 6 rounds, and we get 1 set for the final. But we can bring the tires to the final, I guess. So.
Okay, so it's still tyre tactics.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. But so far we just use new tires every run just to see if it gets better or not.
Cool. Thanks, Mark. Wish you best luck for this first event with the Infinity. And they've gone for red, so they've stolen Kyosho's red. Let's see if we can meander around to the left, and we'll speak to young Mr. Victor Vilk with the world's strangest car, also known as the very effective Serpent. Was it XER? What is it? What's the model name?
Hello, 4X. 4X, I call it. Yeah.
Now this thing is fantastic. I think this is an engineering marvel. When someone had one, all I wanted to do was like, I don't want to race it. I just want to fiddle with it. But completely different. You've had it for about a year now. Have you got a handle on what does what and how to move it about and setups and things?
Yeah, I think we figure out, what stuff we need to change. But we basically improve a little bit, step by step. Have some new parts now, so it's getting better and better. But we're still learning, of course. Still very different. It's
a very, very radical design of suspension. You can see there's no shocks and coilovers. It's all done with very much like, actually more like full-size cars. I mean, what is the advantage? What is the theoretical advantage of this layout?
I think the thinking behind was that you can have a dampening up and down and a separate dampening for the side.
Okay, so roll damping. Again, another thing from full-size, if you've looked at some full-size videos, you often have what's called a third damper on full-size cars, which actually damps the roll as well. And Mark's saying there's no traction. How are you finding the track?
Yeah, it's basically no traction at all, honestly. So we just try to, make the car more easy to drive to find some traction.
Is that a mismatch between the tyres and the tarmac, or is it just because the tarmac's dirty?
I think with the tarmac and the wind, of course. I think basically it.
Oh, thank you very much, because the wind is going to drop. So Victor's good, thank you much. Of course, we will have the first round of qualifying right after you watch this video. Now, this is my favourite racer. I'm not sure what her name or his name is. Hello. You're very sweet. I'm not quite sure. Your owner's not here, so I'm not sure what breed you are. But as you know, I always love a nice RC racing dog. Hello. Never touch a strange dog. Not sure what they think, what she or he thinks of the traction, but certainly has a lot of hair. Well, sweet. You've missed me. I'm over here now. Hello. We're going this way now to the main part of the. That's the food hut. That's quite important. Always important to have food, obviously. This is where. Oh, should we go in, shall we? This is the area of food. This is where our. Oh, look at that! Look. Paella, pasta, obviously chips. You have to have chips. Lumps of meat. A young lady the young lady's trying not to be on the camera, therefore you have to be on the camera. That's the rule. Hello, sir. How are you? And that's most important. The food, very important. This is where they get stickers and stuff. Not as exciting. Oh. And then next one along is the toilets, which you don't want to see. And then you get the main area of the pitting area. That's where we are up there on the rostrum. That's Zach, who's working with us with his very trendy T-shirt, taking pictures as well. And this is the raft area of the driving sort of thing. You see, there's the drivers. And let's go and see an old friend of the show, as they say. Or just an old friend, or just old. It's young Elliot. Elliot, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very, very well. Now, we went over the other side. We spoke to a couple of... Yeah, don't stick to it. Don't stick to me. How you find the track? Everyone says it's a bit low grip.
There's not a lot of grip, and I think we're struggling with that at the minute. But we're getting there. We're getting there slowly.
But if everyone's got no grip, it's just a leveler, isn't it? It doesn't really matter, surely.
I guess so, but then it depends how the cars works, how everything else works to in these conditions, and what people expected, I guess. So it's different tyre, different track conditions to what we're used to for everyone. So we're just trying to see where we get to.
And what are the tyre rules this year? Is it Mark didn't even know, which is worrying. How many sets do you have for qualifying? Do you know?
I think it's 5.
Should I phone Ollie up and find out?
Probably. Hi, Ollie.
Hi, Ollie. Is Ollie doing your tyres again?
Hopefully, yeah.
Are you pleased that we are up live for the first round of qualifying, but not live yet?
Okay. But what time's the first round of qualifying? Like 5?
4:15, I think.
So he'll be,
for you?
He'll still be at work then.
Or what? He hasn't got internet at work then?
Well, yeah, working. Yeah.
Well, so you obviously with the Schumacher. I mean, you're ploughing that furrow. I mean, how different is this the car now, a year on from when you were last in the European Championship at the Hoodie Arena?
So now we've got the MI6 Evo. So we had some new wishbones, new chassis, new motor mount, and some other new parts. So yeah, it's a different car, but it's still based off the same principles. So it's not a million miles away from where it was last year. It was good last year, and it's been good ever since, so hopefully it'll be good this weekend. Is
it just a case now, really, of sort of sharpening the razor blade? I mean, are there any big steps to be made anymore?
It's difficult to say. I think there are some manufacturers making some big steps, and there are others not making big steps. I think we're probably somewhere in the middle. So
a middle step?
We're on a middle step, yeah.
So Ollie is halfway up the stairs. That's the stair that he sits.
we're kind of, yeah. We're taking the middle ground, see where we get to, but it's working pretty well. So see how it goes for the rest of the weekend.
Thanks, Ollie. Well, it's a short trip. Well, we'll look at the other Schumacher representative, and I can speak to Michael. Michael, of course, since the last European Championship, you became a world champion at GT12, but now you're back with the touring cars. How are you feeling? How are you feeling about this race meeting?
It's just pretty good. I mean, the track is not so good for a touring car 10 scale. It's a bit bumpy and big, but it's going pretty good.
Do you feel that if the track is out of the ordinary, not like a usual track, it actually gives you more of an advantage because it has that random factor that makes someone come from the back more chance?
I'm not sure. I think the biggest advantage here is for someone that drives a lot touring car in different tracks. So it's like idea what does like the setup change does to his car and on different tracks.
Michael, thank you much and good luck for the rest of the day. Okay, now let's meander this way. We'll carry on going. There's people everywhere. It's a cornucopia of oh, victim over here first. Hang on a second. Need to have a quick victim conversation. Chris.
Hello, how are you?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chris. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you very much.
And is it 49 again?
Yeah, that'll do.
Plus a few.
I'll take 49, yeah.
But this is the good part of me. There's been no controversies yet, ever.
Not yet. Yeah, you could be filming one now, though.
What, a controversial birthday for Chris?
No. I'm always away on my birthday. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was racing somewhere, and it's the first time you got me.
Oh, we got you now. 62, by the way. Okay, let's keep moving. It's nice to find someone older than me at a race meeting. That's the main reason I'm mentioning his age. So let's meander down a little bit more. And I can see our reigning champion. It's like, almost like hiding from me. Let's go and have a quick word with Mr. Volker. Oh, sorry. Obviously, this is new car with the orange thing. So, Ron, you're rapidly covering up your car. Are you therefore running something prototype?
No. It's just using my car. Just whatever.
Possibly. That means yes. Anyway, Ron, you are the reigning champion. What do you need to do to win this one? Because it's a very different circuit than the Huddy Arena.
Well, basically trying to win 2 mains.
I mean, people could play about lack of grip, a difficult circuit. Is that? Are you finding it difficult, or is the Yokomo working particularly well?
I mean, it's similar to all the previous Euros. You don't have so much grip anyway, from the track, from the tires, from the temperature, from the wind. So it's not much different than, for example, last year or 2 years ago.
Slightly different tyre tactic this time. You've got more sets of tyres, haven't you?
I think 1 more set, but also 1 more qualifier, if I'm correct. Yeah. Still, the focus is to be fast on the runs where you use the new tires, and then trying to make good runs on used tires. But basically, basically, if you run new tires and others on new tires, you try to beat them. This is basically kind of heads up, and I think Q1 basically everybody runs normally, and then there's an important one.
What's the drop-off between new tyres and used tyres?
It looks not too bad, but also today the track condition changed from run to run. It didn't get so much better as expected, maybe, and we had only 3 runs yet, so we'll see.
I am interested. You're sponsored by YouTube The Shoemaker. Is that just a kind of a joke, or actually are you some sort of YouTube?
This is a German guy. Yeah. He gave me a sticker, and I thought, oh, it matched my other stickers.
So all we have to do to get on the world champion's car is just give you a sticker.
Well, I know that guy also personally, so.
You know me personally. I haven't bought any stickers. I haven't got any.
You never got me any.
Right, next time. Next time I'll bring you 20 sheets. Okay, thanks, Ron. So I'm sure we'll annoy you many, many more times like that. So let's. We'll just go over here, and we have I'm about to say a husband and daughter, but it's father and daughter team. They are a husband as well, I assume, at some point. Getting there next year. So it's Brian and Harley Eldridge. So you finally decided to embrace the European Championship then, Brian?
Yep, so much positive about it. I thought we'd come and race with the top boys and give Harley end of exam holiday.
That's quite a good. And how you find the track? All the pros are saying it's tricky and not much grip. I thought it's just like any sort of English summer day, really.
I haven't tried it, but looking at the cars going round, it looks fairly difficult.
Are you just mechanicking then?
Today, yes, because like I say, Harley's just finished exams, so we just wanted some father and daughter time rather than me race. I'll let Harley race.
I don't know what this is about. I'd never let anyone else. So Harley, anyway, so you are now the focus of the Eldridge team. How are you finding it?
It's better than when we race together, but I like him like this, to be honest. But
so you like having him as your servant?
Yeah.
And how have you found the track so far?
It's all right. A bit slidey on the back, but we're working on it. Yeah.
Best luck. And then, of course, the qualifying starts at about, when you're watching this, about 20 minutes of qualifying will start. There's a lot more people here. There's more English here. I think there's Damo. Damien, so you are once again running the usual unpleasant body shell colours, which you managed to carry through both 12th and touring car.
Well, there's no metallic orange. You complained last time, you thought it was gold, you couldn't make up your mind. There's no gold anywhere on it now.
You have to remember I have very bad eyesight. I'm very old.
Right, well, yes.
So you decided to come down to the Euros as well? We haven't had a big British contingent for quite a while. So did you corral all these people along, or did you follow?
No, a few others sort of ummed about it, and I thought, yes, let's go. Let's try it, see what happens. I've done the IFMAR Worlds. I haven't done a touring car Euros, so try something else. I
think it's always quite fun. It's a bit more relaxed, and there's plenty of time between heats. You get quite a lot of track time as well.
Yes, which is always a good thing, but then when you come to somewhere you've never ever been before, it's quite a big track, fast. You need as much practice as you can get. So, yep, it's going okay so far. Keep trying more things each time.
And are you having problems with wind as well?
Well, yes, but then so is everybody. I don't think it's just the food.
That's the player.
Yeah, it's the wind's very strong, as you can see from the flags, in one direction. So the cars are really good, sort of heading to the left. And as soon as you're heading to the right, they overshoot every corner and kick and squirm. But everybody's got the same. So let's just see what happens.
Thanks, Damo. That's Damien Giddens. Thanks, man. Let's. Conveniently, Bruno stood up. This makes it much easier to talk to you. Bruno, European Championship at Touring Car. One of the very few things now you've never won.
That's true. I will try it for sure. Yeah, last year was very, very close. So this year I will force even more to try to win.
Well, I mean, how do you approach the events? I mean, is it just like, you know, any other event, or does it have a kind of a special element because you've not won it?
Not really. To be honest, we didn't even come here to practice. So I have my schedule is super tight. So I have no time to practice at all. So it's just one more race. One more race. Yes.
And you've been out on the track already. I mean, are you finding a track you enjoy racing?
Yeah, I really like the layout of this track. I already been here like 3 times, anti-Euros, and I really like the layout. But just the traction is not that high that normally we drive. So yeah, we are struggling a little bit with the setup, but for sure we'll find something very good.
How different is it driving an electric touring car around here compared to an IC touring car?
It's different. I don't really remember because it was like 2-3 years ago. I drove here, so it's different. It's different.
Thanks, Bruce. You've got memory like me. Zach asked you where we stayed in the hotel last year, and I've forgotten, so it's fine. So let's meander carrying on going now, and we will move round to the doctor himself, Mr. Hagberg. Alex, how are you? Another year, another European Championship. You've won one, you've not won the others. How are you going to win this one?
We'll try the same procedure we do every year. Work hard and focus on the car setup and try to not make mistakes when it really matters.
I mean, the issue you have is not only are you competing against Reinhard and Volker, but you're also competing against a very, very fast teammate. How do you get an edge on Bruno? That must be the key point.
I mean, obviously we run the same car, so I can only use the information we have in the team and try to personalize the setup for my driving style.
I mean, do you start with a very similar setup, or does one of you prefer more front end or more at the back?
Yeah, most of the time we use quite a similar setup, but with some small tweaks to suit our respective driving styles.
It's a big track. It's hot out there, but there is a bit of wind. Is it marginal on the electrics, or the electrics having no problems at all with it?
To be honest, it's a bit inconsistent from lap to lap because of the wind, so it's a bit hard to judge sometimes how fast you can enter the corners. So that's going to be a deciding factor for the qualifying consistency.
How important is the tyre structure going to be? It's a bit easier than last year because we've got another set of tyres, but is it still going to be all important again, or do you think it's going to become more obvious, or is there still be people playing with different concepts?
I mean, as always, it's going to come into play, but we have quite a few sets of tyres, and I don't think it's going to be the deciding factor, but it's going to have some importance, of course.
Alex, thank you very much, and we'll worry you again. He's got lots of time. And this time I actually knocked that over earlier with our power lead, so I've already ruined this race once, so what can I do? Let's have a meander. We've spoken to all the well-known people. Let's see if we can find someone completely unknown. Who can we find out who's completely unknown to me? I'm sure known to everyone else. This young man here, I've got an impression. Hello, sir. You speak English then?
Oh, yeah.
Like a native, in fact. Sorry, I don't recognise. Your name is?
Terry Lee.
Terry Lee, in the F1s.
I'm not racing, it's my son who's racing.
Oh, your son is racing, even better. I mean, what is it? Why have you decided to embrace the F1s at the Euros then?
Well, he's doing very well in British Championship. He's current national champion, and he's leading the this year's championship. So we thought we'd see how we were against the top guys in Europe.
I was watching the cars out there on the practice, and it's a very, very big track for those cars, isn't it?
Yeah, it's bigger than we've ever raced on before, compared to the tracks we got at home. Speed doesn't seem to be too much of an issue, but yeah, it's certainly different to what we're used to.
And quick question, if your son does get blocked by someone, will he pull alongside and try and knock him off the track?
Well, it seems to be the way to, but I think you've got to be German to do that. So.
That's a German move. Thank you very much, Terry, indeed. I'm glad you're with me on that one. Thank you. Okay, so let's... how long have we got? We got, I think, one more. One more, I think, before we move back to the live environment. Let's see if we... let's have a word with it, see if we can have a word with this man here. I've no idea if he speaks English. Excuse me, sir, do you speak English?
A little.
You're very busy. Just tell me your name and where are you from and how are you doing?
I'm David Lara from Spain. And
Why are you testing your electrics? You have a problem with electrics?
No, I set up the car because I have a crank on the
He's coming very soon with all, I better let him in as he's automatic. He's about to go out the track very soon. We will be bringing you live track action of the first round of full qualifying. There are 6 rounds of qualifying here this weekend. There'll be 5 tomorrow, so we're on for a long time. Best 3 to count. We think there's 4 sets of tyres. Let's be honest, they don't seem to know themselves how many tyres there are, but we will tell you all that when we get the information, probably in a spreadsheet, probably from Ollie, coming up soon. But until then, go and look at the track.